Real life has a terrible user interface. There's no HUD, there's no XP bar, there's no clear feedback loop, and most of us are trying to improve sleep, diet, fitness, learning, professional skills, relationships, and influence. And we're doing it all with a patchwork of apps, spreadsheets, and notes. And what happens is predictable. You start strong and then you hit what I call UI exhaustion, not physical exhaustion, cognitive exhaustion. You're not failing because you lack discipline. You're failing because the system you're using has a bad interface. It asks you to log everything, interpret everything, self-manage everything every day forever. So I decided to build a different interface for self-improvement. This is Life X2, a real-life RPG, the platform that treats your life like a character sheet and turns self-improvement into measurable progression. But the goal is not to gamify your life in some gimmicky way. The goal is to do three things. Reduce friction so doing the right thing is easier than tracking it. Make progress visible so you can feel momentum without obsessing over the numbers. And make it holistic, because improving one dimension while ignoring the rest is how most people burn out. Self-improvement tools typically fall into one of two traps. The first trap is the single-axis trap. You get a great app for sleep or lifting or dieting or learning, but your life doesn't run on a single axis. And when you try to run 10 separate tools at once, you're basically building your own life operating system. Tools start acting like they're building a medical record for you, which sounds impressive, but it's not what most people need day to day. They need what matters today, what's the next action, and did I move the needle? So Life X2 is designed around a different assumption. Your life improvement system should do more thinking than you do. Here's the mental model. Think of your life as a character sheet. You have core dimensions. Think of them as your stats. Not because life is a game, but because stats solve a real problem. They compress complexity into something that you can understand quickly. When you open the app, you shouldn't see a wall of numbers. You should see where you're strong, where you're weak, what's trending up, and what's trending down. Let me show you what it looks like in practice. In Life X2, your character has multiple dimensions. The exact set can evolve, but conceptually think intelligence, wisdom, influence, wealth, creativity, relationships, and well-being. Each dimension has two jobs. Convert your actions into simple scoring events, basically experience points. Translate that into something that you can feel, level, trend, and build momentum on. Now here's the key. I'm intentionally solving for low input costs. If every dimension requires detailed logging, you're back to UI exhaustion. So the system is designed to work with good enough signals. A quick check-in, a habit completion, a lightweight metric, or device integrated reading. The aim is minimal viable truth, because when the friction is low, the consistency goes up, and consistency is the entire game. For example, sleep. Most apps want you to micromanage bedtime, wake time, sleep stages, subjective quality, and caffeine. It's a lot. In Life X2, you can earn XP from consistency, a target range, and following through. You'll still be able to go deeper later, but by default, the experience is, did you do the thing? Did you move the needle? Now, here's the part I'm most proud of, because when the system stops being a habit tracker and starts being a game with real mechanics, not all progress is the same. So Life X2 separates progress into three categories. Achievements. They are permanent progression. These are milestones you've earned. They don't disappear because you had a bad week. Achievements prevent the I fell off, so I'm back at zero psychology. Metrics. Fluctuating indicators. Weight, hours slept, steps, reading minutes, whatever. Metrics move up and down because life moves up and down. Behaviors. Consistency over time. And yes, they decay, because habits decay in real life. If you stop training, if you don't maintain the same capacity, if you stop reading, the momentum fades. So the system models that truth. The separation does something important because it rewards you for building a base that acknowledges variance, and it makes consistency meaningful without becoming punitive. This is episode 1, the philosophy. The project isn't an app. It's an attempt to build a real-life RPG where you are the main character and input friction reduction is maximized, making progress visible across the areas that actually matter. In the next episode, I'm going to go deeper on the marketplace and the freemium model and how I avoid surveillance-style monetization, the infrastructure and security posture, the mobile roadmap for device-based automation of the boring stuff, life dimension, habits, metrics, goals, plans, and points. But I'll end with this. If your life had a character sheet, what would your top 3 stats be? And which stat do you wish you could level up without drowning in tracking?